Shots! Oh my gosh, you guys. It is such a special day. We actually have kind of a theme going on. Like last week it was Shopify. If you missed it, be sure to go back to last week's episode. This week we are doing it's like restaurant week. If you are watching the replay, don't forget to hit me with that hashtag replay. If you are here live, you know I got mad love for you. Usually I have this little screen that pops up with a 1 minute timer to give me time to go share everything out. Fingers crossed, I was organized enough today. It all got shared out and you all are popping in. It looks like we do have people popping in. So if you're hitting us live, go ahead and let me know in the comments where you're calling in from, if you will. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello? Is anybody out there? So we have a huge agenda today and 30 minutes to get her done, right? So hi Daniel, sorry. And we have Pam. Pam is in the house. All right, cool. We got people popping in. So it's restaurant week. It was requested by you. Every time I do a theme, it is requested by you. So be thinking about next week, right? And future weeks, whatever you guys need. And it is the Baby Got Chat live show. Today we're doing Restaurant Week. What up, Julie? And we are focusing on all things messenger bot and restaurants. Now, even if you don't own a restaurant or you're not currently working with restaurants as an agency, you're going to want to tune in because restaurants might be the low-hanging fruit you need right now. Because I'm telling you, friends, restaurants have a little bit of a situation right now where, are they open? Are they not open? How are we going to stay open? Messenger bots can help with all of it. They can help with the touch-free situation, which, by the way, in the show notes today, I forgot to put the show notes link. Let me grab the screenshot so you guys can see. That's where you get the show notes right there. Stellar247.media/notes4. Get into the show notes. In the show notes, I actually put the video that talks all about how to do the touch-free. So touch-free, I don't have to touch anything to pick up a menu. I don't have to touch a nasty menu. Gross. And we're going to learn all about that. I got my friend Ryan is going to be coming in here. He's awesome, by the way. I've been kind of watching this dude, and he'll say that, I'm awesome. I think he's awesome. So we're going to have like a little love fest here about who's more awesome. But he works with restaurants. He's really doing a great thing in his community with restaurants, and he's going to come on and talk about how he's helping his local community with that touch-free situation. We're going to talk NFC, QR codes. I also have a special show and tell from Bocce's. Man, you guys, I'm so pumped. I just went through like 2 minutes of this show just telling you what we're going to talk about. Let's get into it. So we've got so many people here. Now, if you are new to the show, I would love to know. Be all like, yo, it's my first time. Hey, Kelly, what's up? Let me know. And let's see, Pam has a question. Let's pull that up. Do we sign up for notes each week or does it stay connected once you request? Nope, you have to get them. They're new notes every week. New note link every week. So you have to get this notes link. And when I do I'll be doing a show and tell here in just a minute on bot sheets. When I do that, I will hustle over and I will post that link as well. But if you want to grab them right now, all the links, this is a live document. We will be updating it. And since I have a guest on today, I don't know what we're going to talk about necessarily. New things might pop up. Anything we talk about, we're going to be popping in those notes. So be sure to check back after the show, probably at least an hour after the show. We might still be updating it. Also, I'm giving away not one, but two lifetime plans from Walletly. If you don't know what Walletly is, friends, I'm going to be showing you a very quick video to show you what Walletly can do for you. Even if you're not working with restaurants, it's bananas awesome. So we're doing a lifetime deal. It's worth $99. You're going to want to get into that. It's not red, it's pink. Someone says red lipstick. It's pink. It's my signature pink. So we'll do a really cool video on Walletly, and I will be giving away. In fact, if you want to get into the drawing for Walletly, lifetime deal, boom, enter to win. We're going to say thanks, Rupert, because Rupert is the CEO of Walletly, and he hooked us up with some giveaways. So you have to comment, thanks, Rupert. Feel free to tag Rupert. Thanks, Rupert. And we're going to set you up with a drawing. In fact, let me show you something really sweet and cool. And I hate doing screen share because FYI, my computer crashes every time I do screen share. So fingers crossed, if we crash, you stay here. I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back. I promise. So you're gonna see all the craziness. Here's my sheets. This is our Google Sheet here. I know it's crazy. This is my Google Sheet. Now, as you guys are going to start popping into this sheet here, and then I'll be able to pick a winner if it works correctly. I say that. Oh, it's working. You guys didn't see, but people are popping in on my sheet. So it is automatic. Now, if you haven't seen how you could do this, this is all done with a bot and a Google Sheet. It's actually it's taking your names in the bot as you have experienced. You're going to comment. You're going to go into the messenger bot, my messenger experience, and it's going to then take your email so I can hook you up with all the goods, right? Are you a winner? Are you not? And then it's going to automatically add you this Google Sheet. Google Sheet has a special formula that's going to give me my winner. So by the end of this, I'm going to have at least one winner for the live show. And then I'm announcing the second winner on Sunday because I know that I have a lot of replay viewers that are asleep right now. What up, my Aussie replay viewers? I love you. And it's going to be awesome. Okay, so let's jump into this, this bot sheets thing. Thanks, Rupert. Thanks. Everyone, I'll keep it coming. We love our friends at Walletly. Rupert also owns A1 Club, which we'll be talking about. That is also in the show notes today. So bot sheets. Now, how many of you are familiar with bot sheets? Go ahead and let me know. I reached out to the folks at Bot Sheets. I know they do a lot with restaurants. And the reason, they're great for real estate agents. I've actually built some stuff with Bot Sheets with addresses and trying to get people to the right address with instructions and stuff. It's so cool. It's mind-blowing. They take like Google Sheets to the next level. So let me know. Do you know Bot Sheets? You all know. Some people that love it. Yes, Mario says love it. So Bot Sheets is awesome. And I actually asked, what's up, Stephanie? This is my girl, Stephanie. She is my NLP coach. She is going to make me NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, certified soon. I'm so pumped. And then I'll be like a magician, like a magic person. But anyways, Bot Sheets is amazing. They're in the show notes. You can go and get in on them. They do have a free plan if you want to play around. But I asked Michael, who's the CEO over there at Bot Sheets, hey, can you maybe hook me up with, by the way, I keep looking down because that's where my screen is. Can you hook me up with a little how-to video? You know how I do, guys. I like to do a little how-to, a little show and tell, and they one-upped it. They asked Josh to hook us up with a how-to that is beyond my imagination. He spent some time on this. I was like, throw together a quick loom, because that's what I would do. Let's see what they have in store for us. So I'm going to show a quick show and tell spot. It's show and tell time. Oh, before we do that, I forgot. ManyChat updates. There are none. You guys, we've spent the past 3 weeks sharing an immense amount of updates that ManyChat has that there are none to report on this week. However, I do want to let you know in the show notes, there's a note here that Mike Yang, the CEO of ManyChat, will be on the live today in the ManyChat community. The link, if you're not in the ManyChat community yet, is in the show notes, which you could snag with that link right there. And I will also post the link in the comments in a minute. And he's going to be talking about updates. Now, my guess is we have covered most of those updates in the past 3 episodes that we've done, but you never know when Mike Yang has a little something, you know, he likes to surprise people. So you could check that out. All right, I'm going to take this screenshot down. We're going to take a little show and tell. Come along with me as we learn about Bot Sheets, and then we're going to pop back in, chat a little bit more about Bot Sheets, and then I'm bringing in my special guest, who I am pumped to introduce you to. So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage, as they would say. Here you go.
Launch a restaurant bot for Facebook Messenger in minutes and manage the whole experience from Google Sheets. This toolkit provides customizable templates that make it easy for customers to browse and search a restaurant menu. For a restaurant, it's super easy to add and manage a restaurant menu from Google Sheets. You categorize menu items, enter a base cost for each item, describe it in a few words, add keywords so items on the menu can be easily discovered, and add an image for each item. Your Messenger bot will read data from the Google Sheet and generate dynamic menus, write data to store order information, and of course, users can check out to complete a purchase. You can take advantage of payment integrations with Stripe and PayPal, so you can process orders with a credit or debit card, or you can collect cash when an order is delivered or picked up. The chatbot template manages all of your business logic, including quantity selection, food order calculations, tax calculations, delivery charges, tips, and even coupon code redemptions. You can add coupon codes to a Google Sheet, and your chatbot will validate active codes when they are input by a customer, then automatically recalculate savings on an order. From the Google Sheet, you can add links to images for each item on the menu, but the toolkit makes it super easy to host images directly on Google Drive and instantly display those images in Messenger. Restaurant menus can get complex, with some menu items requiring selections, so you can use the WebView Builder to create selection lists. In this example, a user might want to order a pizza, and they are required to select the size of the pizza. The user can also select toppings for their pizza, and these are optional. Required selections and add-ons may or may not include a price, but if you include a price for selections, the final price of the item is calculated for the customer before it's added to an order. Best of all, a restaurant can manage all here in these lists from a Google Sheet. Using Google Sheets to manage the entire customer experience makes it super easy for restaurants to stay in control. You can connect to other apps too, so if you want to manage your Google Sheet data from a mobile phone, you can connect Glide apps. If you want to better understand the intent to order, you can connect Dialogflow, extract data from messages you receive, and convert questions into commerce. The restaurant toolkit is easy enough for anyone without technical skills to get up and running within minutes, but powerful enough for advanced bot builders to build sophisticated food ordering experiences that meet the needs of hungry customers and the restaurants that serve them.
I don't know, you guys, it's the music, right? Like, it makes me feel like I'm in The Sopranos, or better yet, The Godfather. It's funny about the Godfather comment, though, because I feel like my favorite comment is like, whenever I think I'm out, they pull me back in. That's how I feel about my toddlers sometimes. All right, you guys, so what do you think? Bot sheets. I've had a lot of people commenting. Can you still hear me? I did change mics on the video. Hopefully you can hear me better now. Are you excited about bot sheets? I had a lot of people saying, do some bot sheet training. I will definitely consider it. I have a lot of trainings on my agenda, but I know that there are a lot of resources out there for you to learn, and I will certainly put it on my to-do list as soon as I finish currently I'm in the middle of a Shopify series. But the cool thing about bot sheets is that it really allows you, as you can see, to create, people are always wondering, how do I create that menu that like pops up and I could choose different options? Bot sheets can do that for you, as you saw in that demo video. So it's very cool, and it's actually very easy. Now in the show notes, which I will try to put up, but now I'm like, where did that thing go? Let's see. There you go. You can grab those notes. I did post them in the comments. I couldn't go in and post them in my description, but I'll do it after the show as well. You can snag those notes. In the show notes, there's a link to bot sheets. There's also an article that says, learn how to implement a messenger bot for your restaurant, thanks to Josh Barkin. Now, Josh was the one who put together that little show and tell video for us. Josh is the man when it comes to utilizing these sort of concepts, but he has a Medium blog post that actually walks you step by step. Ooh, baby, every time. And you're able to check that out. So definitely go check out bot sheets. And now, without further ado, my gosh, you guys, we have to bring on our special guest today, because Ryan is on fire when it comes to this whole bots and restaurants. And you know what? I can't even say anymore. Let me figure this out. And boom, there he is. You You guys, hey, what is up, Ryan? So let me, oops, there you go. I actually made you a little writer. Oh, look at that. Special guest Ryan Baggott. He's with Baggott Bots. You can learn all about Ryan and read his full bio, which I'm not going to say right now because you can read it and we have so much more to talk about. But something important I do want to point out is Ryan is not just versed in the world of restaurant bots. Ryan, you have a background at working with restaurants, like ever since college graduation, right? You've been working with restaurants in a marketing capacity. Please tell us a quick and dirty, bring us up to speed, and then let's jump in. You guys, while he's doing that, post your questions. Now is the time. Pick his brain. He's doing what you want to do. Go, Ryan, go. Oh, thank you. Yes.
It's like the biggest deal, right? And it's allowed me to help not just one restaurant or one hotel, but as many as I want or can handle. So it's been really a fun journey so far.
Oh, you guys, is my bad. Everything you just said, nobody heard because I still had you muted.
Oh no.
But you are now on.
You can hear me now. Great.
Yeah, sorry guys, my bad. That was all me. Technical difficulties. Blame the lady who's doing 50 things at one time. Yeah, they're saying
Cool.
now we can hear. Basically, what he said.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll repeat that and take two. Just kidding.
It's a live show. This is fun.
Right. Yeah, it makes it fun for sure. So I graduated school, university for hospitality management. So I've got a lot of hands-on hotel and restaurant experience. And I always wanted to be that creative person. Not necessarily someone that worked in one of these places forever, but just to figure some way out to do the thing I love, which is make people happy. And that's what you do in hospitality and restaurants and hotels. You're making people happy. And that's what I really like doing. And I was interested in the technology side. So I actually started with social media management back in like 2009.
Me too. How crazy.
And I found bots after watching one of your videos. And I was like, this was a long time ago. And I was hooked, immediately hooked. And I think it was last November that I put my first chatbots in play for clients, and it went over unbelievably well. And ever since then, I think I've been your number one fan, watched every video and learned so much, and here we are.
Now you're kind of dominating, like pat on your back. You're kind of dominating your market right now as the restaurant bot guy, right? Like you can.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm trying to.
Because I mean, I feel like you are. You're getting media attention. You are like your clients are out there giving you testimonials. They're pumped. And I think the lesson here too for all of you watching, even if you're just getting into this as an agency or you're considering like who should I get for clients. Here, Ryan just started building bots for restaurants, and he's already like boom, 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 pow, right? Like this is the time. Wouldn't you agree? Like now is a great
totally
time
is.
to be with restaurants.
It totally it's the time now to just take advantage of the internet in general. I wish I had more time to do fun things, but just a quick example. It's all fun, but a quick example. When the health crisis started, I was like, oh no, all these clients that I just spent so much time trying to link up with, are they all going to close now? And many of them
you're like, oh,
did close, and I was like, this is not good. So I did the thing that I don't like doing, and being in front of the camera is something I've never been a fan of. I've shot thousands of videos behind the camera. I'm never the guy in front of the camera. So
takes some getting used to.
Right.
Even
and
I can
I
say
just
that.
thought, exactly. I thought, what would I tell someone in this situation if they came to me? I have an answer for everything, or I think I do. And I'd tell them to get in front of the camera and just do stuff, create.
Right.
And I got through 2 podcast episodes. I think I shot 4 or 5. Only was able to publish 2 because the phone was off the hook after that. And as long as we're solving problems, there's so much work out there. There's not enough for one person or one agency ever.
Okay, so I have some questions that are popping up that are great, and
Cool.
I want to cover them. But before we do that, Samantha here wants to let you know that you're handsome.
Oh, thanks,
I'm pretty sure
Samantha.
he's taken, ladies, so hands
I'm gonna
off.
turn red. I'm gonna turn red.
We're both humans with rings, so.
This is true. This
But
is true. Well,
thanks
I
for the
appreciate
compliment.
it.
I'm sure you have him.
I'm blushing.
He's
I'm
like,
blushing.
I'm not good on camera. Thanks for embarrassing me.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
exactly.
show. All right,
Yeah.
so we do have some questions, and keep them rolling in because I think these are important questions. And you and I had kind of chatted a bit off screen about this idea of like, where do I get my clients? So Bev
Mhm.
here says, to get started, is it effective to build a bot for a restaurant and then show it to them to get them interested in my bot services? Or better yet, let me rephrase that slightly so we can chat about this. Do you think that what becomes first, the chicken or the egg? You know, like,
Right.
should I build a bot and then approach? What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah. So I've got a great answer for this. I have
Awesome.
never sold a bot to a client without already having built at least a portion of it.
Mm,
That was kind of the whole deal. I would, in my area where I live on Hilton Head Island, it's a resort town. So like people come here for vacation. And so there's a ton of restaurants, a ton of inventory of potential clients for me. But not all clients are equal. And as soon as you guys start out, you'll find there are good clients and there are some that, they can
you
just
could
stay
live
over there.
without.
Um, you can do this.
I
Yeah,
have
I
a
won't do this
special
for you.
price structure for the pain in the ass clients. Yeah.
That is a
PIA.
smart way to
We
go
do have
about
a
it.
PIA fee that I charge. I hope everyone follows suit.
I like that. That's
They're like,
good.
what is
See,
this
I
line
learn from
item
you
right
every
here?
day. It's a great move. But they're good clients and bad clients, and I have different metrics to like understand what I think is a good client or a potential good client. Have they been around? Are they a single unit restaurant? Are they a part of a restaurant group? Um, you know, so I try to go after the top, the best clients that, I want to help everyone. All the restaurants have a need, but I want to go after someone that I know they're going to do well regardless. And I'm just going to help their success. And as long as you're solving a problem, which in most cases, the problem you're solving is these restaurants don't have their menu available on Facebook.
Yeah,
Easy. So if you can provide that with a
that is easy,
solution
isn't
like
it?
well, Bot Sheets makes it easy.
They
Thanks,
do.
Bot
Yeah.
Sheets.
Fake spot sheets.
Totally. And so like, we're walking into a place. And for the first time, many of these places I've had no real connection with other than I know their food or their restaurant location. I walk in, I'm like, hey, I know this is a tough time right now, but your Facebook's going to become even more important through this. You might as well have it supercharged. And let me show you what I've done. And I'll take something like this here. Hope you can see it. Anybody know what this is? This is some NFC stuff from my
Yeah.
buddy Rupert. What's going on, Rupert? I can show this to him literally in 2 seconds. I don't have to pitch them anything. Show them how it works. Here's your menu, and they're just blown away. Now the prices aren't right, and there's descriptions, stuff for me to do, but I can show them in 2 seconds what it is I have to offer them, and they know immediately if they want it or not. So I've never sold one without a demo for that brand, and I have 100% success rate in getting a client when I show them the demo.
Dang. I think that's so, like that last part that you just said, 100% conversions when you can show. It goes right back to, if you guys are in the Baby Got Bot community, I've been going alive a lot in there, and we've been talking agency stuff this past week. And one thing that I get often is, how do I sell bots? And I keep telling them, you're not selling a bot, you're selling a solution. And you just nailed it on the head. What I've been trying to tell people is like, show them what they get. How is this going to solve their problem? And nothing does that better than showing them, like, you need this, here is the solution. And it's that, I got it, it's ready, let's do it, like make it easy. Now this next question I thought was a good one, because it is in our show notes as something you wanted to chat about anyway. Trying to understand, Rika, is it Rika? I hope I did that right, not Richa, I'm pretty sure it's Rika. Trying to understand, why would people use chatbots instead of apps like UberEats, Swiggy, Tomato, and so on? I know this is something that you wanted to chat about.
Yeah, there's a multitude of reasons you want to keep that transaction occurring as close to the restaurant as possible versus the third party. I actually, when this health crisis started and restaurants were closing, I knew that this whole thing I was building about getting all these restaurants to join with me, that was not going to happen. But they didn't know if they were going to be open the following week. So I was like, oh no, let's help these guys out. I started offering their services for free and then showing what chatbots could do. So when someone would tap a menu where, sure, you could go send them to order Uber Eats, but you get nothing out of that except sending traffic elsewhere. If you were to tap an NFC card or hit a ref link, you're going to get value in that. And depending on how good of a builder you are, will depend on the value that the client gets. So someone taps and then say you also collect their email and phone number, for example. You can't do that with Uber Eats and then also send a text. You can't follow up on, hey, how was that pickup food that you got? Or, did you want to leave a review type deal? If it was a good experience, you want to encourage all these things if you can. And so with Uber Eats, here's the easiest way that I put it. With a chatbot, you are starting a conversation with your customer that never ends.
Yeah, and
what's Uber Eats do?
Yeah, and as Pam pointed out, they take all your money. Like they are, like Uber Eats, Postmates, Grubhub. They actually are business killers. They're scavengers, if you will, because they're taking. I mean, they're in business. I can't hate them for that. It's smart business on their end. But as a restaurant, if you had an option where you didn't have to basically get eaten alive by the app that you think you need, and you could have more control over that experience and over the experience that your customers have, why wouldn't you? And save that money. You need that money. Your dining rooms are not necessarily open right now, or they were for a second and now they're getting closed down again. You need all the money and all the capital that you can get.
100%. You nailed it. And, instead, like, I just view it as really taking advantage of a bad situation and being greedy on the giant side of like a Uber Eats and a DoorDash. I'm not smashing their companies. I get it. It is a business. But for me, I'd rather not, hey, can I have 25% of your money? Like, I'd rather not ever have to do that and offer something of immense value that is more than just a facilitator of transactions.
Yeah. And when you solve those problems and you become the hero of the day, like your clients will sing your praises, which I know you're experiencing
100%.
right now. So I think that's awesome. Now, I had Samantha Wong here. By the way, real quick, you guys, it's almost 8:30 already. I know this is a 30-minute show, but you know what? We have a special guest. We have a lot to cover. If you guys want to stick around, we're going to keep going because there's a lot that I want to cover today. And I want to make sure that we use Ryan's, like Ryan, if you got to get out of here, you tell me.
No, let's do it, man.
We're going to go a little bit longer because I think that there's a lot here. Now, really quick, before we answer Samantha's question, and by the way, her question is, started building restaurant bots a month ago, really want to know how much more I can improve. Before we get into that, I want to remind everybody, number one, you can get the show notes by going to, hold on, Ryan, I got to take your writer off. Going to this link right here, stellar247.media/notes4. That's a living document. Everything we talk about today, all the resources will be put into those notes. And I will be doing two drawings. So if you want to get a lifetime deal of Walletly, and after this question, I'm going to show a quick Walletly clip, and then we're going to give away a Walletly lifetime deal, and then the other lifetime deal will be given away on Sunday, and then we're going to jump into some more questions, so keep those questions rolling in. All right, so snag your entry into the Walletly lifetime deal by typing thanks Rupert, because Rupert is the guy who hooked us up. He is the CEO of Walletly, so thank you, Rupert. And then let's get back to that question. So how do we improve? And this is something you and I have chatted about. I'll start, and you could say whatever you want after, but I think we're on the same mind frame here, is like, keep it simple, stupid. Like the KISS method.
Yes.
I know that's very not PC. Now I think they say like, keep it simple, silly. But back in my day, we used to say keep it simple, stupid. And like what we mean is keep it stupid, simple. I think so if a bot is too complicated, and that's not to say you can't improve on your messenger bots, but and you should be always trying to improve. And that's something else we were just chatting about. But if you try to overcomplicate things, your bot will be complicated. The UX, the user experience, and the client's experience should be, bar none, the best you can make it. That should be your biggest concern. All right, Ryan, hit me with it.
You nailed it. And the way I say it is, especially if you guys that are in ManyChat that go over to the bot sheets and you're seeing like all the things you can do with spreadsheets. Ooh, spreadsheets, right? I felt so beneath all of these bullets. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that formula is. This spreadsheet looks scary. What does this thing do? Thank you, Michael, by the way, from Bot Sheets, he came to my rescue 100 times a day. You know, um, I would say my success has been because I make basic bots that solve big problems.
Oh my
That's it.
gosh, can we say that that's the quote of the day? Basic bots that solve big problems. You need to like catchphrase that and trademark it and make it a t-shirt.
That's funny.
Because that nails it on the head. Like, don't solve the problem. And then if you want to do other fancy shit later, then worry about that later. Solve the freaking problem. So
Right.
it's so brilliant. We have so many questions rolling in. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
We're going
man.
to talk about pricing here. A lot of people are asking about pricing. We're going to talk about that next. But first, let's roll that beautiful bean footage, if you will. And I want to show you guys really quick. I want to give you a little like taste of what Walletly is. Do you guys know what Walletly is? If you don't, you should. Walletly is for restaurants, is for event planners, is amazing. I freaking love, you could do, you know what? Let's roll the bean footage. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to roll that, and then we'll be back with Ryan to answer your questions about pricing and more. So stay tuned for that. And then make sure that you're typing your thanks, Rupert, to get in, because after this, we're going to do our first drawing. Oh my gosh. So we've been chatting. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, right? Walletly is an awesome tool, and you can tie it into QR codes. You could tie it into NFC, which is something we're going to talk about a little bit here in a minute. Now, I'm about to give away a free lifetime deal. Now's your chance. Get in. There's going to be 2 drawings. So even if you don't win this one, the first one, I will do another one on Sunday. So if you're watching the replay, you could still win. And the lifetime deal is worth $99. So do this now. Get in while you can. I'm going to do the drawing, and then we're going to start talking with Ryan here about pricing. In fact, while I go fetch our winner, and you know what, let's just do it. Let's just give it away. So you guys can keep entering even after I announce today's winner, because again, I will do a winner. And by the way, they do have in the show notes, you don't need, even if you don't want the lifetime deal, maybe you're an agency, they have an agency program that is killer that you need to check out. It's $99 a month, and it will get you 1 free lifetime deal per month. So you can give lifetime deals to your clients, and it's amazing what you could do. So let's go ahead and announce today's winner. I'm going to show my screen, and hopefully it won't crash, because you know how much I love that. Here we are. And my nifty bot has selected Wayne Gilchrist. Wayne, you're the winner for this guy today. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to post that really quick. Winner. And then Wayne, if you could just comment, yo, that's me, if you're on. I'm sure you're on, because because you should be on. There we go. This is our winner, is Wayne Gilchrist. That's today's winner for the lifetime deal. You just won lifetime of Walletly, worth $99. It gets you lifetime access. So go you. That's awesome. And if you guys still want to win lifetime access, I will be giving away lifetime access on Sunday. So let me write his name down so I don't forget, because I'll be in touch. And then while I do that, let's talk pricing, because we had a ton of questions pop up about pricing, Ryan. And before we talk pricing, I want you to give to me, when we're chatting off camera, you have given me like the ninja trick, which does tie into pricing, about clients. Like, what is the ideal client? Where are you finding them? And how much should we be charging? Let's dive in.
So I think we have to approach the client. You know, we're looking at good clients versus maybe not so good clients. Talk about that. Well, one thing that makes a client good is the ability to pay you, and it's you like to get paid for your work. So you want to make sure that they have pockets to do so. And one of the easy ways to do that without looking at their P&Ls is to understand, is this restaurant a single unit restaurant, or is this restaurant part of a restaurant group? One of the easiest ways that you're going to save yourself so much time is to Google in your city, or any city USA for that matter, blank city restaurant group, and start there. Start somewhere that has 10 locations or 20 locations, because if you do get one, guess what? You got 19 other ones that are going to line up. I've seen it. And so when you are solving one problem for one place, it just makes sense that within that same group, they're probably going to have the same problem. So fix that one as well. That's a
and
really...
you just literally Google restaurant groups in your hood,
That's
essentially.
it. That's it. And the bigger cities are going to have bigger groups most of the time. And the bigger the group, you can guess or bet that they're going to have more money. But think about it. You got a mom and pop shop trying to survive versus a giant corporate 35 location restaurant group. Who's going to pay you more?
Yeah, they're not even going to blink. They're like, yeah, sure. Like
$500 a month. That's it. Okay,
nothing.
Cool. You know.
So
and then you say that to this mom and pop, and they're like, yeah, that's
steep.
That's my groceries. You know.
Exactly. So let's talk pricing. You can get. I mean, I know your pricing is listed on your website, so I doubt you're trying to hide it or anything.
Yeah.
But like, what are we charging for something like this?
I think that if done correctly, right, and you're not just offering one thing. I think it's a mistake to offer one thing as a solution and try to sell it. Just because you learn how to do it doesn't mean you could go sell it. But if you're selling a solution that does multiple things, like in my case for restaurants, it's going to be something like the contactless menus, unlimited QRs, the NFC capability of the little bit of brain power that goes into my basic bots that I think are fun, and the loyalty program. I'll tell you, there's 2 things restaurants want specifically. Every single one of them, every one. They want new customers and they want to increase the frequency of current customers. Those two things are the main problems to solve. So start there and figure out what you have to offer the place. So if they want new customers, you can bring them in and prove that you've brought them in through many of Kelly's videos. She'll tell you how to make a coupon code, like to go redeem. And then you have that piece. What I really like the NFC for, and it's perfect during this time, the contactless stuff, when they are already in the brick and mortar, when they're already in the store, you have another opportunity to get that person to join the loyalty program, And
Yeah.
so when you're offering a solution like that, because I already know being in the restaurant marketing business for a corporation or for a company, I know kind of how the pricing goes. And so I wanted to offer all of the things for one like basic monthly price. And what normally happens is the client will say, well, oh, that's great, but we also want this and that and this
The
other
other.
thing. And my favorite thing to do is to like make content and have content that pushes out the success, whether it be through a bot or just a generic, conversion ad.
Sure.
So then I get to sell them, oh, you're a restaurant, but you don't have photos of your food. I do have a camera,
Let me help you
so
out.
I just upselled right there,
Yeah.
and you're just gaining the trust and solving problems,
The
and then
key
you
word
don't
there,
have to sell
friends, is
yourself.
upsell. Okay. He's not giving it away for free. Stop it. Yeah, you got to upsell. I totally agree. We talk about pricing a lot when I do my agency talks. And I think the most important thing is, number one, most people are not charging enough. And number two, you have to be confident. You have to be okay with asking for what it's worth to you, right? So don't undervalue yourself, but be fair. And I think that you've found a really good balance. Now, you kind of hinted at it. We talked very little mention of NFC. Let's talk NFC for a minute, because it's one of my favorite technologies when it comes to touch-free. And I know you use it a lot. Like, this is your signature thing, right? Like, touch and bam, I don't have to scan. I mean, yes, the QR code is there for the backup, but show them the thing again. Show them the thing, because I don't
Yeah.
have mine.
And I have a whole bunch of these. This is the one I wanted to show you guys today because our buddy who's getting just famous is Rupert. This is
Yes.
A1 Club. And it's really cool. These things have little web URLs on the back. You got your QR code on the front for the, I guess now non-hip phones, right? For the ones that don't, they're a little older, like the iPhone, what is it, X and below can't use it natively. This is what it looks like on the back. This is actually the NFC chip or the tag. So I like this because it's just so simple. Place your phone here. You have to really make sure that the least intelligent person in the room understands, because if they do, everyone will. That's like the concept I look at. So when I saw this, it's like, place your phone here. Even if you don't touch the phone, it's going to trigger.
It triggers,
so that's what's really cool. One instance that is really useful with NFC is the way I look at this stuff is a hyperlink, a digital hyperlink in the physical world. So they've sat down, right? They sit down at the table in the dining room. They're probably going to be wanting the dinner menu. You can kind of just jump them there if you've built it up. But if they're at the bar, maybe they're going to want the drink menu, right? Makes sense. So it's all about making it convenient for the customer. If I've gone to that restaurant before and use one of my programs, for instance, they have that loyalty aspect. I sit down at the bar again. When I tap the table, for example, I don't really even need to see the menu, but I want my loyalty point, which Kelly teaches us how to do in her quiz video, which has opened up all the doors.
Yeah, go watch the quiz video, you guys. So, by the way, if you want to snag, if you have a client that you're thinking about doing this with, you want to snag a couple QR code or their QR code / NFC, NFC being the important aspect here. I have a 20% discount that you guys can get with this link right here. It's applied at the cart menu. I think there's a minimum, like you have to spend like, I don't know, $20, $50. I can't remember, but you're going to spend that much when you see all the things you can do. These are great not only for the restaurants, it's literally I'm tapping and going. If you guys have seen me at a conference, I actually have NFC cards and I have a video that shows you how to use NFC cards for networking, touch-free networking, you guys. You don't have to shake hands, give business cards anymore. They literally just touch it. I actually hand out these cards though, and the NFC card turns into their NFC card. So I get their contact information, they get mine, and then they get to turn it around. So it's almost like this nice, cool little gift I'm giving. So you can check out the 20% discount in the A1 shop which is what we were talking about there. But it's just another awesome touchless thing. And here's the thing is like businesses, I know in the UK, Rupert was talking about how he's going all in on this NFC thing because he's in the UK. And in the UK, they have to have certain protocols. Here in America, same thing, certain protocols when it comes to opening your restaurant. You have to track, right? You have to know who's coming in to eating in your restaurant. So if you're going to have people eating in your restaurant in many cities in the United States and in the UK, you have to contact trace, essentially. You have to get that person's name and contact information. Well, I mean, do you really want to like have them, some restaurants are doing this, just write down their email address? Are you kidding me? Who you got on staff that wants to read email addresses and put that into a spreadsheet? Please stop it. All you have to do is implement it into your touchless experience and bam, QR code, sure, scan, bam. By the way, all the native phones on iPhone and Android, I'm an Android user, can do QR codes through the camera. It's native. You just hold it over with your camera. It's easy to explain. So even if they don't get NFC, which by the way, NFC is the future and everybody will understand it in another year or two. So you guys are early adapters, but now is the time. If you've ever thought of a time in history where you should be doing QR codes and touch-free NFC for restaurants, for anything, gyms, any kind of like retail, these tools we've been talking about today, seriously, you guys, snag them now. Be on the forefront. You are going to win this game if you get in on this stuff now.
100%.
We got lots of people commenting. You guys throw up your questions. We're going to wrap up here. We're going full hour. This is like, we're breaking the bank today. We got 10 minutes left till 9 a.m. my time, that's Pacific time. And then we're going to close it down. I cannot go longer. I'm sorry. I've got kids in the house. I wish I could talk to Ryan all day long. I know you can reach out to Ryan. Ryan, what's the best place to reach out to you really quick before we continue on here?
You know, I would say the messenger bot, but don't do that. There's so many people that go in there. It's just not even worth it.
Way. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah. You know, I guess the best thing to do is just friend me on Facebook. I generally accept most everyone. And I try to answer any questions, but honestly, I'm not that smart, guys. I hate to break it to you. The groups that you can join, the Baby Got Bot group and these other chat groups, those are the real resources. That's where I've learned almost everything. Very, very few stuff has come from this brain organically. It's just I'll see something like, ooh, quiz, counting, let's make this. And that's how I want you guys to be, and just use the community.
Yeah, the communities are great. Now, I actually heard someone mention when I was promoting this show today that they didn't like bot sheets because they thought the support was bad. And I was like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, I have not experienced anything better. The support, you know what? The only thing, Michael's here. I'm sorry. I'm about to say someone's better at support than you. Michael's amazing at support, and his community is amazing at support. I've never had a problem. The only person I have found that is better at support is Rupert. Man, that guy will get on a Zoom with you at like 10 o'clock at night. He will get out of bed in his pajamas. I don't know how his girlfriend Faye deals with it. Like, seriously, I would want to murder my boyfriend. But yeah, but it's amazing. The tools that we're sharing, these people are, I'm out of focus. There we go. They're amazing support, like the communities. And I'm with you. Like, don't message me. Go to Baby Got Bot, because you guys, I get so many messages. If you want one-on-one time, you got book. You know, we were talking about getting paid, friends. Come on, I got bills to pay too.
That's right.
So Alvin here says QR codes or NFC. What are the advantages? I'm going to start and I'm going to say QR codes and NFC should always be used together. They just should. The QR code, obviously, we are able to scan it. It's a lot easier tech to understand initially. NFC, I think, is easier to do. Honestly, all you do is tap. But if you don't have it on, then it can be confusing. So I absolutely think you have to have both. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I just saw that question too. I opened up the comments now. And for me, I think that right now, QR codes are generally going to work more times than NFC because there are still older phones, iPhones specifically, on the market. And secondly, depending on where you're sending your user, you've got to make sure that that link will work on all devices if you got to make a deep link or whatever. But you're 1,000% right. NFC is the future, and the proof in that is Apple's last, announcement they made. I mean, it's clear that, they made a point to say all the current iPhone lineup is NFC compatible with no other third-party app. By far, it will be the future. And I think the health situation, where I thought, back in January, I had maybe a year or two before there was mass education on QR codes and NFC. This whole thing is expedited that already, and it's going to continue.
The pandemic has helped our industry. I hate to say it, but
I do too. It's I feel guilty saying that, but it sure has.
I do. But I mean, if you guys are struggling with your agency and you're not taking advantage of bots with these industries that need this, you guys, you're not taking advantage of them. You're helping them survive and thrive.
1,000%. 1,000%. Plus,
wins.
When I look, and to go off that point, and then to kind of in that question on pricing, in general, I try to charge less than $500 a month. Now, you look at that and say I'm charging $450, $500 a month to help this client. If they're making 10 grand in sales from my bot, I'm not feeling so guilty anymore. Makes sense? Right. Yeah, I charge you $500, but through this, you made 10 grand. I'm happy. You're happy. Let's get that check next month written out, Yep,
exactly. Now, Dexter here made an excellent point. I have my notes thing up here. Dexter says, NFC is the future. QRs are the primary right now. Exactly. People get QR codes. They're universal. They've been around forever. People thought they died, and then here we are again. Because you know why? You know why they're coming back is now they're native to phones. We don't have to download a special app or anything.
Exactly.
Someone else in the comments wanted to know if we could get any chance we could get a template. Yeah, you guys, go to the show notes. Let me put the show notes link back up. In the show notes, go to the, let me find it. The thing from Josh, learn how to implement Messenger bot with restaurants, thanks to Josh. He actually walks you step by step on how to build this. He has the template. It's free. And then Bot Sheets also has free templates. You guys, they make it easy. You are leaving money on the table. I said it when I started promoting the show today. If you watch the show today, you're going to make money if you implement what we talk
1,000%.
about. And neither of us are sitting here saying we are the godsend of bot builders for restaurants. I have never worked with a restaurant. Ryan keeps telling me he's not that good, but he's awesome, so shut up. But the point is you don't have to be a ninja coder. The tools that we put in the show notes, the tools we've talked about today, they are all easy. They are things that you can implement, and you can approach restaurant groups. You can approach gyms. You can approach retail shops. We could use with e-com right now with all the Shopify stuff we talked about last week. Now is your time. I'm getting shivers. I am freaking out right now, you guys. Who else is excited?
There's so many. Just solve problems, guys. You got the ultimate tools that 10 years ago, smart business owners that understood the internet was going to be important, only wish, what if we could just do that? Well, we got all that and a bag of chips. We got everything.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of using it the right way, solving the right problems.
Exactly. If you got a problem, I'll solve it, right? Ryan here says, my boy Ryan Baggott and his bot tech has been the jet fuel for my business. Love you, bro.
Man, Ryan Bishop, that guy is a beast.
Yes.
That guy's a beast.
Dexter says he's excited
Thanks,
for
Ryan.
Walletly. If you guys want to learn more, make sure that you grab the show notes, which, I got to put them back up. Grab them while you can. They're going to be up there forever, but grab those notes. They are an active document. Oh, look at this. Look who decided to show up. Rupert in the house. You might have been tagged a bajillion times.
Just maybe.
You might have been the keyword to get a lifetime
Rupert, what do I got?
Yes. We kind of pimped you out today. So if you want to get the show notes, in the show notes, you are going to find links to everything we talked about, the Walletly stuff, how you can get into the lifetime deal. If you missed it when we did, I'll put that up again in a minute. We already gave away one lifetime deal. We're going to give away another Walletly lifetime deal on Sunday. If you want to get the bot sheets, if you want to get videos to show you how to build crap, these sheets, this has been insane. Now, if you listen, I got 69 people on the show right now, Ryan. That is a testament to people wanting to learn from you, and I think that's awesome that you were here today. You guys, if you haven't shared this broadcast out yet, I would encourage you to do so. You know that that's like a thing. I really appreciate when you guys share, because nothing is better than when you trust me and my guest and the value we bring. Nothing gives me more joy, and there's no better payback than you guys sharing. Share in the ManyChat group,
100%.
share in other groups, share on your
100%.
profile, because I don't think that we have done anything but give insane. I am so excited at the amount of value that we are able to bring today. And Rupert is still here, so I would like to just point out that if you would like to win the final lifetime deal of Walletly, hit me with that thanks, Rupert, down below. Let's show our appreciation for the man, because he has brought us so much cool stuff. Like from Wallet, he does Walletly, he does the A1, and he also does something that's coming on the market yet. I don't think I'm supposed to talk about it yet, so I won't, but it's gonna blow your mind. And I'm going to be the ambassador for that too. So it's coming. So cool. So we had such an exciting day today. I want to thank all of you for staying with us for a full hour. Like, I never go this long for a reason, because I don't think people stick around for a full hour. But we've had an amazing amount of people join us. Ryan, seriously, any final words, any final tips that you want to leave people with?
I would just say, guys, there are enough clients out there for all of you and all of us. Please understand, it's community over competition. Your community, the brains in these communities are absolutely insane. So take advantage and contribute. And like Kelly said, share. We got to get her to 1 million subscribers.
Share the love. Ryan's goal is now to get me to 1 million. That's awesome. If everyone had that goal.
Yeah.
You guys, seriously, you're awesome. Next week, I'll be back every Thursday, 8 a.m. Usually it's only a 30-minute show. We cover ManyChat updates every week. There's always a show and tell. Now, of course, it's that time of the show. I need to know from you, because every week I ask you, and every week I deliver what you want. Last week we did Shopify. This week we did restaurants. What's next? What do you guys want me to highlight next? You know I'm going to scrounge it up, even if I can't do it next week, which I said that last week, and look, here we are. I'm a motivated woman. I want to make sure that you find the support that you need. Please let me know, what do you want to learn about? Who do you want on the show? Let's make it happen. Let's make magic happen. Again, enter thanks Rupert. If to get entered, it's going to open up in Messenger and it's going to enter you into the drawing. We've already given away, let's see, who was it? Wayne Gilchrist won the first one. We're going to do the other one on Sunday. I will let you know via either Messenger or email. When you get into the Messenger experience after commenting, it will tell you all about how to do that. Ryan says he wants a birthday campaign. People want more bot sheets stuff. You know what I should do? I should get Rupert on the show, because you really want to nerd out. My goodness. Cleaning services. We got lots of stuff going on here. So keep them coming. Ryan, thank you so much. I'm sure Ryan will scan the comments if he dares.
Yes.
There's probably like hundreds of comments.
I'll check them out. And I'll try to answer all the questions I can. I'll do my very best.
Yeah, we'll both try. We'll scan through in the next couple days, but do grab those notes. Get in on the cool stuff. Where did the notes go? And I guess, I'm so pumped. I want to hang out with you all day, but it is 9 o'clock. We've gone 30 minutes over. I think it was worth it. I think so. Worth it. So,
I think so.
Gosh,
thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. Don't forget to share, comment, keep asking those questions. Go join the Baby Got Bot community if you're not in it already. Just look up Baby Got Bot. And thanks, everyone. You rock. Get out there and start building, friends.